because dudes will surprise you of what they pay attention to. You ask a dude like, what was the moment that you knew? And it's like it had to be the day I was coming down the stairs in that silhouette dress, and he was like, it was the middle of the night, and she got up in the middle of the night and started breakdancing.
The worst kind of pick-me is the subconscious pick-me, the ones who don't know that they're being a pick-me, like it's just ingrained in them, like it's genetic, and that's just how they act. And I think if there are any people who are predisposed to it, it's only children, especially female-only children.
No, these male-only children too.
Yeah, but girl, didn't you hear me say especially? Did you hear me say especially? Put an asterisk on them.
Distancing herself from other women and
you was fighting for your life.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, guys? Welcome back to BSFR podcast. It's your hostess with the mostest, Airi, Angel, and Dana. And today we're talking about pick-me's. First of all, I want to start by telling y'all where pick-me came from. Okay, if you've never seen Grey's Anatomy, you're missing out. But if you've seen Grey's Anatomy, it's the episode where she goes, "Pick me, choose me, love me." Wow, first of all,
is that where that
she
came
put this
from?
on the internet?
What?
It's a show, girl. Grey's Anatomy is a show.
No, you know you heard me say Grey's Anatomy.
I know. I'm just saying she put that on the internet. Like she did. She really did that.
She was okay with that going out.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that is directly where it came from, but I believe that's where it came from. But
why did you say it like it was historical
that
fact?
was her pick me moment. But that's what a pick me moment is.
Okay.
Is when you. Okay, let me read the Google definition so we can get the real.
Okay.
The real slang. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A pick-me is a woman or man who attempts to gain attention and validation from men by distancing herself from other women and adopting stereotypical masculine behaviors and interests.
You was fighting for your life.
I'm not gonna lie.
Read it again. Slow down this time.
A pick-me is a woman who attempts to gain attention and validation from men by distancing herself from other women and adopting stereotypical masculine behaviors or interests. Clock it. Now, with that being said, Meredith, she was being a pick-me because maybe she wasn't being a pick-me. Maybe she just said pick-me. All right. Well, the point is, I think I've been a pick-me before. Let me give a quick testimony and be honest. I mean, y'all know about this pick me moment. I think it was like a month ago. I had a pick me moment.
Pick me like Meredith or pick me by the definition?
Pick me by the definition. Actually, was it by the definition? Because I ain't got nobody to distance myself from. But the point is, I had a pick me moment where somebody who I used to be friends with, I was being I might like you again. And so I was being all, oh, we're buddies, but knowing deep down, I mean, you could be my man, you know, that type of thing. And so talking, flirting, and then I realized, aha, it's a pick me moment. It was a pick me moment. Because should I expose the full story?
You should do something and do it quickly.
Okay.
Lead us somewhere.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do too much. I want y'all to think I'm a 304. It ain't what it does, because I don't knock on that door. Amen. Well, the point is, I was kind of being fake. I was playing like, oh, we're friends, cool, cute. But really, deep down, you're like, girl, I don't be my man. So I think that pick me moment was uncalled for because it was kind of like playing with not only his feelings, but other folks who may have been involved feelings. And it just was like, nah, don't do that. So that was my pick me moment. Have y'all ever had a pick me moment?
From my personal definition of pick me, I have
instances. No, ain't no personal definition to pick me. She read the definition. By that definition, have you
want me to read it again?
But I'm saying the way that she just explained it, that's not what I consider a pick me.
Okay,
that's you liking somebody and thinking that you like somebody and you don't. You know what I'm saying? Pick me's are the girls where it's like your cousins is finna come over. we're all at the house, and then she go change and put on booty shorts. You know, pick me is we all done got dressed at your house. You normally give us a shirt. You normally let me wear your hair. You know what I'm saying? You usually do my hair. Then we get around dudes, and you start acting like a pick me, like a, oh yeah, her, like, oh yeah, your hair fine,
They
okay,
start
like
talking
yeah,
about
and I
people.
did
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and yeah, yeah, yeah,
I concur.
okay, yeah, like look at her, like a, and look how my outfit hitting on her. I have been called out for the
Oh.
jackets, whatever. That's like a, oh, she look cute. Yep, and that's mine. Look, go ahead, slay. It's not a girl's girl or a girl who starts acting funny and weird and stuff the moment that we get around other dudes. So a two man, I come to do, you come to do, she's doing a full performance. It's like a girl, let's sit down and watch the movie. But now we done found out she could do the splits while doing the back bend. Sitting up here
Mm-hmm.
sitting up here at the dang on cookout. Like what? Like you're in a bathing suit. Why are you doing backflips right now? Sit down. But it's like a I don't know, like I feel like I should just go do a backhand round spring right now. And I just be sitting there like, for what?
That came around spring is
Now
crazy.
everybody, now you're out there doing tumbling passes at the freaking park. Why? Literally why? Like literally why? Like, I think that was one of the instances I told y'all about with the burnt biscuit thing where
Mm.
I
Yeah.
was friends with a girl, and me and her have been like friends this whole time. But when we would get around certain people, it was like her job to point out that you're dark skinned, I'm light skinned, and and it was just like it always gets to the case. People can come
I'm
around
right.
y'all
You're
all y'all
wrong.
want to. If the personality is trash, the personality is trash. Like there's nothing I can do about that. But the attention, the purpose of them is to put them at the highest of gaining attention, validation. You know what I'm saying? Like pick me's is sitting in the car with somebody and it's five of us and y'all having a singing contest because y'all want the dude that's driving just to say who got the best song.
Mm.
If y'all don't sit back and enjoy this ride and put on some Drake, this is not the time to drop the album. That's what I'm saying. My definition of pick me from what Angel said, like her experience into me, no. And I've never had, I'm a girl's girl. And if I don't, I never, man, woman, if you with me, I never do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I try not to even be a part of groups that like make fun of other people. People do
Mm.
stuff that may look crazy, but I be around people where if we see something weird, we would never be at a table and go, we
Mhm.
would make it look like about something. We might be crying and get in the car and talk about it, but never to make somebody else feel less than, to make ourselves feel important.
That's true.
So I was being a Grey's Anatomy pick me. So I've never been a
Yeah,
pick me
that's
pick
why.
me.
Didn't I ask you that?
I didn't understand the difference. I'm sorry.
I'm screaming. Nah, I ain't never been no pick me.
That's
Never.
wild.
I'd say, because if
Ain't
he
nobody
ain't
clock
pick me,
me.
he ain't for me.
Ain't nobody clock me, any.
Yeah. And
I ain't never even liked the man.
to them heifers, calm talk. You try Jesus. Don't try my sisters, cause I tear you up.
Try Jesus, not me.
Oh, you like the tussle. The girls
Like
like the tussle.
get it in the ring. But no,
I'll
I've
pay
I've never
money to
been
see
a.
you get in a fight, bro. Pray. I would pay money to see everybody get in a fight. Like,
You be surprised. I'll be in there. Yeah,
Who you
yeah.
think winning? Ain't you getting in a fight with anybody? Who you think winning? The other person.
who's the person?
That's what I'm saying. With anybody.
I think it just depends because I think about when she hit red, like when she crashed. You can't think about when like an angel get
Angel
mad
not
and
just gonna beat nobody up. If she crashing out, she's gonna be on snapped. That's not
I
funny.
think
Actually, you
that's
That's
why.
why
should be
I don't.
laughing.
That's why I don't
That's
like to
not
snap.
funny.
That's why I don't like to snap. That's why I said try
The
Yeah.
Jesus.
girls
Don't
like
try
I
that
feel
me.
tussle.
like it, and then I also feel like there's so much internal stuff that is not coming out that it would just end up coming out in that moment. That's why I feel like I haven't gotten to fight because when Angel seen me like when I get mad, I go red. I see all. There's nothing you can say to me. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh yeah, like maybe you need to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down right now because I am literally trying to tell you.
You can tell
Like,
she's joking or she's serious, and then you be like, "Do I laugh? Do I comfort? What do I do? Like I'm scared."
and then if you start throwing out scriptures like maybe it's a demon, maybe she's possessed. You start throwing out scriptures like, well, God said that you must trust Him. He comes near to the brokenhearted. I am not brokenhearted. I'm mad.
Amen.
I'm
But
screaming.
yeah, I've never had a. Now I've like you said, dang, that's crazy. I completely misunderstood the definition because I've seen pygmies, and I'm like, ooh, that's not cute. But I mean, I can't pinpoint what lesson or how mom taught us, but that's just never been a thing in our family where we've like looked down on other people or like talked down on other people. We may joke about stuff like together, like but it's never stuff like, oh, that girl was fat. Or it's never been like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I've seen people who have pick me's not even just with boys, pick me's with friends, pick me's with work, all that type of stuff. Where it's like a, she
Adults
didn't
be
really
pick
do
me's. You can have
real
adults
bad.
can be
There's
pick
no
me's where
age
you just
limit.
like
Yeah. I
like
think I think we've never
your
I think
mama
we weren't
twerking.
like we I think we never like experienced that or like had that seed in us because like knowing some of mom's stories, she's been like the victim of a pick me, if I could say that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
She's had people who have like played in her face. You know what I'm saying?
Purposely tried
Thinking
to
about
embarrass her.
yeah, I'm thinking about like Grandma Sylvia, like that. You know when she used to work at what was it, Blue Cross Blue Shield or whatever. That story that kind of stuck with me. I'm like that ain't cute.
Yeah,
Mm.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
when girls are like girls are jealous, mad, bitter, whatever. A woman's vengeance, is that the word? Is crazy.
Mm.
She would try to take
A
you down.
woman scorned.
Yeah, there you go. A scorned woman is a
Something,
woman
something.
scorned.
Okay.
I don't know.
We
Amen.
yeah we on the same wave though.
Amen. Okay, so what would be the most pick me thing y'all have seen or heard somebody do?
I'm
The
like
girls
not like
love a
other
boy.
girls.
The girls love the men.
I'm not like
Do
other
you have a
girls.
specific story?
No,
I
literally.
think like they just like you know when men come around, everybody is a comedian. You know what I'm saying? When
Mm.
the men come around, everybody is a reform stripper. You know what I mean? Like just
Reformed
the
stripper
extra
is
switch, the
crazy.
extra laugh, the hair flips, and the da da da. And it's like,
Mm.
girl, relax. If the man like you, he like you. If he don't, then he
Mm.
don't. The amount of hair flips, the switching, the da da da, it's not gonna have the effect you think it's gonna have. Or even I think the worst kind of pick me is the subconscious pick me, the ones who don't know that they're being a pick me, like it's just ingrained in them, like it's genetic, and they just that's just how they act. And I think if there are any people who are predisposed to it, it's only children, especially female only children.
No, these men only children too.
Yeah, but girl, did you hear me say especially? Did you hear me say especially? Put an asterisk on them.
I'm just saying, I'm emphasizing the
Especially the
males
girls
too.
though, because you see more pick me behavior in girls than men. That don't mean they not doing it.
Theirs is just more subtle.
Yeah,
Theirs be stuff like when you hear their stories, it would be like a sitting with your dudes and it's like, man, let's go get some Wingstop. This ain't nothing, and it's like but the friend be knowing like, bro, you don't got no money. Like,
right.
what are you talking about? Like, we is not finna go get no Wingstop. It's crazy. Like, you didn't say McDonald's, you said Wingstop. You like, yeah, bro, we could. Then you like, bro, you literally don't have no money. What are
Right.
you talking about? Or just like if you cross the or like they'll get more angry or something like at basketball or something when you get if there's an audience it's just certain things that's like a bro
They
he's
start
like
doing the roll,
you
the money
know
roll. You're like,
mhm. And then you
relax.
got the one that keep going with the jokes like the
Nah,
hits
yeah,
like
yeah.
you just be
Everybody's
like
a comedian.
it just start going in on like you just like bro like you don't never talk this much like
Hmm.
or
Y'all,
like now you're trying to be the nonchalant one.
y'all seen that video or this guy he go you want he do Christian version where he be like he said you want a man of God but
Oh,
every day
Quest.
you dated does a money spread. I said it's funny.
It was the dead
No, it's just
silence
so
on
crazy because
Twitter.
I literally know exactly what
Just like
video you're
my
talking about, all of that.
Quest.
It just didn't hit when you did it. Like
It didn't.
it was like
You
oh
gotta
yeah, I
watch
know what you're
it.
talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll just send y'all the video. Okay. But I just thought it
No,
was
we
funny.
know what you talk about. You don't gotta sit it, but
Okay.
We just it just
we know what you talk about.
But the girls they go like I'm like I get along with dudes so much better than girls. Like I don't
Mm.
even be with girls
Mm.
and stuff like that. Like that's why I was like I'm like oh y'all finna go smoke. Okay, I'm gonna be with y'all. Like they in there, they just want to twerk and all that. So like I'll just be chilling. Like, but that's because you're the only girl out there with the boys now. You know what I'm saying? And then you out there, you like man, like it's just like and I don't wear makeup. Like I don't be wanting to do all of that. Like that's too much. You take 3 hours to get ready. Mind you, you've been with her while she's been getting dressed. You've been doing, but now you make these things known when y'all in the audience. Like you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? It'll just be like oh yeah, like shoot, Dana been working on that room for years. Like, but it's cute, ain't it? You like you know what
The
I'm saying? Versus
backhanded
like oh you
compliments.
got a new piece. like a, oh yeah, it's fine, ain't it? It'll be like a, oh yeah, I remember when she got them flowers. She didn't know how to water them. Like, who don't know cactuses got water? Them type of girls, I'd be like, never, I will never, never be around you again. Because what you think this is? And they always look goofy because dudes
Yeah.
will surprise you of what they pay attention to. You ask a dude, like, what was the moment that you knew? And it's like a, it had to be the day I was coming down the stairs in that silhouette dress. And he was like, it was the middle of the night, and you know what I'm saying, she got up in the middle of the night and started breakdancing. Like, at least those be the things that I be wanting my husband or my partner to be like, a my weirdness and my me being me, how I am with my family. If I can be there with you and you like love it and I can feel that you love it, it's not something you ashamed of, we out of here. But make me feel like I'm a crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and you gonna be by yourself.
It was a cuckoo puff. Amen. Yeah, backhanded compliments is like the key to
Pretty for a black girl.
yeah. Amen. Well,
Is
so
that
do
a
y'all
pick me
think
moment?
what's the line? Huh?
Could be.
I missed it. Amen. So what's the line between like being strategic and being a pick me? Where like here's what I'll say like this. So I'm thinking like in the example you gave, Airi, where it's like, oh, I went and changed my clothes, blah blah blah. So in that moment, what needs to change for it to be you being strategic because you like this guy, and dang, but then that's still being a pick me.
I guess intention. I understanding what you're trying to say. I would say intention is what makes the difference between trying to move strategically or with wisdom and being a pick me. Because I feel like a pick me, their intention is to harm or to make themselves look better at the cost of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Versus wisdom, just you know what I'm saying. That's just the way that you should move through life
Mm-hmm.
without anybody, because you understand
Being,
that everybody's in God's hands, and so it's not about like trying to destroy somebody for your benefit. Like that's not
mm-hmm.
even a thing.
That's good. That was well explained, well spoken. Dang.
It's
Yeah.
a, I think the response to it is survival mode. Like, and how she said, like, with the intent, it's like a lot of stuff be from like trauma and triggers and things like that, or like
Yeah.
a deep rooted insecurity, because you got to think about that, using that moment, like you said, that girl said like, oh, they finna come over, like, let me go change, da, 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 because you may have correlated being lovable, getting attention based off of what you can perform, what you can do, what you can show. And if you're around somebody else who doesn't have to do a lot, that you have a secret jealousy of or animosity because you like, how does she just be so chill around them and like don't have to do too much? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like you don't even know this is happening, but these things go into a deeper issue. And it's like, well, all girls are so high maintenance, but that's because you may not have the things to be up to the maintenance of what
Yeah.
you think. And so you're like, oh yeah, I just do natural, da da da. But now you hating on everybody who does the full makeup. Like that's a literal real thing. Using us as a prime example, if we were hater girls, somebody would like Dana wearing makeup and getting dressed. I no, not even us. I know it irritates people. You coming to work how you do, you getting dressed and being like, why? Like, why is she doing all that just to be in this building? And it's like, but somebody would be like, oh, she's doing a lot. But that's because they would make a thing out of you, out of their own insecurities, because they like, I just can't figure out how to put my outfits together. For like heels, walking in them all day bother me. Whole time, you don't know, like this girl had to practice or she had to find the right shoe. She not walking around in those stilettos. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you do stilettos. I just know you're like more of a wedge, big heel girl. But it's like a things like that, but it goes into a deep, like a insecurity thing. That's like a, well, why can't you come to work with effort? You know what I'm saying? Because she don't have to do a full blown fashion New York week where it's like a, she made trash bags into a dang on jacket. It literally just be, I put effort into what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the podcast. Look at the episodes in the beginning. Every episode you've been consistent. You know what I'm saying? But every episode we've been consistent on who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not an insecurity there, it doesn't bother
Mhm.
us. When I get up
Mhm.
in the morning, like an example, when y'all see this clip that Angel's gonna put together from whatever clip she accessed from the day, 3 different days. You know what I'm saying? Angel's sitting at the table journaling. Dana is probably sitting there, just fixed her makeup, twisted her hair. I'm still in the bed until 8:45. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we know. Yeah,
So
we know.
it's just different. So, I think it's just one of those like a that's what be going on. It just be, the babies be insecure. and they don't know how to hold their own, and they don't know how to read a room, because strategy on how to get something, or like a business move and networking, is completely different than you trying to get in this man's pants or his pockets.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Intriguing. So what do y'all think of some like nah, that ain't a good question.
But
Guy don't be in a pick me. But
huh?
Stop.
Did you
Like
whisper it?
advice for pick me? Stop. You need therapy. No, I'm being serious. You need therapy. You need to figure out what that root is that's causing you to act like that and break the habit. That's not cute. Nobody likes you. Respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's legit. Nobody likes to be around you because of that. When the boy like when men come, like it happens all the time at church. When men come around the girl, like please, this first of all, this man is married. Grow up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like legit. So now you like, let me move. Let me let me move. Or they do, honestly, they do the same thing to get like Papa Lowe's attention. Not even on some romantic stuff, but just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out his face. Like, god dang. You know what I'm saying? Men and women, get out that man's face. Now everybody's a spirit. Get out that man's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Why are you doing that? What is your need? What is your intention behind that? You need to discern that, and you need to move on from that. You need to realize like it don't have nothing to do with that.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
that's good.
Sometimes you just need more grace. Sometimes you just need to stop. Sometimes you just need to move on. Sometimes it's not for you.
Stop auditioning. Stop auditioning. That's what
Period.
you're doing.
I
You're
appreciate you that you stopped right there. That was good.
Yeah.
yeah.
No
Stop
problem.
auditioning. You're already worthy of it. You're already worthy of it. You don't, in those moments when a situation happened that you feel like you're doing a lot to convince someone else that you're different, you're better, you're easier, you're qualified for this specific position, that's when you gotta pause in that moment and ask yourself, why am I pretending to be something I'm not? Why am I doing this? Do I even want to do this? Whole time the house was cold, but you just put on booty shorts. Whole time you ain't take a shower all day. Now you got your booty out, and you know that smell is you. It be happening. Sometimes people will put themselves in even worse situations to try
Mm.
to please the room, and it doesn't help. And then you think that just because the men are giving you attention, if everybody else is ignoring and you're throwing it literally in their face, they like, oh, I can get a quick thing from this. Like, she the type that's like she's gonna pick me up for the date, pay for this. If I tell her what's it called, it's like, man,
Let
ain't
that
nobody
man
ever
drive
did
through the
this for
city
me.
with your car and picking you up from work. Jesus,
That needs to
deliver
be
us.
studied, because I think
Deliver
I
us.
think that is something that will literally trigger me. I think unless me and my partner was like really locked in, but oh, you finna be at work? And you like, yeah,
Circumstances are
and it's like,
different.
what do you think?
He picking other people up in your car. He ain't got a job. Y'all don't live together. Y'all not sharing the vehicle. He not making no payments towards the vehicle. He don't even pay insurance. That man don't even put gas in the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Dude,
trigger.
That's insane.
That's a trigger.
Now it's a difference. Y'all are a couple and y'all are split. That's a completely different thing. I'm talking about the people who be bumming off you. The homosexuals.
What?
That's what they call
hobo.
homosexuals.
That was
That's what they
good.
call. That's what TikTok call them. Homosexuals.
Got a few things for
Yeah.
y'all.
That's a trigger for me. Them that gas. Put gas in the car. You see you used all of it. It's
Yeah,
empty.
hold on. It's a trigger for you in general. Let's stick to the pick me's. Go ahead, Airi. Look at her. She pissed
Cause
down there right now.
I was gonna say, has anybody ever tried to talk to you at a gas station before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
They
of my
always like
things,
30 something.
my thing is talking to me and watching me pump the gas is crazy.
Yeah.
And I know that you shouldn't just walk up and touch my stuff, but my thing is you are
You're not
pursuing
even gonna offer.
me in some way. You know what I'm saying? And you just seen I put $6.59 in here. I couldn't even go to the 7. like go back in time.
69.
Like, hey,
You barely
please.
halfway to the 7th.
What are we talking
You
about?
ain't even got a 20. You ain't even got a dub for your girl.
Like,
Nah.
I'm like, I don't have time to be sitting here talking to you. I got stuff to do. You can't
Screw. That's
like
why you back to that busy.
he talking about something you like, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, after that, it'll be like a text. You know, y'all exchange numbers like, "Oh, you so pretty, but you couldn't give a girl $10. You couldn't even pump the gas. You didn't even give me no hand sanitizer. Just monkeypox. It's just yeah. Oh, another
Monkeypox.
thing too.
Monkeypox.
Wasn't that the thing that was going around?
Monkeypox.
Yes, that was another.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract. Continue. But
No, that's
monkeypox is
not a real thing.
insane. It is a thing. I don't think it's what you think it is.
Y'all remember that?
Actually, I'm certain it's not what you think it is. I'm more than certain. But continue. We get
Okay,
it
you about to
though.
look it up or
I'm
something?
about to look it up for sure.
But remember when that breakout happened and it started at gas stations? It was called monkeypox.
I
Y'all don't
don't.
remember that? People was going crazy. That's when people started like wearing hand sanitizer. It was right before COVID. It was
I
called
don't. I
monkeypox.
me personally, I don't recall.
What? Nobody remember monkeypox? Is it not monkeypox?
Nah, monkeypox is like herpes. I mean, maybe.
Yes, yes, yes. Because they was saying that it was connected to the people
I
that.
mean, maybe. Hold on. Purse, yeah. I mean, maybe.
What year was it coming around? 2021. Y'all don't
I've
remember
been
that
here for a
happening?
while.
And the girl said she was at the gas station. The first victim that had it, and her tongue was all broken out and everything. And they said, "Girl, your man cheating on you with a man."
You don't have to be with a amen.
But I'm just saying. No, the wait when she
I
looked it up.
mean, actually, 2 years ago, there was a story of a lady that says she contracted it from a Georgia gas station. This is very Georgia specific.
Ooh.
I don't think that's where she got it from, but amen.
But
Yeah, that sounds like herpes.
I'm telling you, it was a whole thing.
It literally, Google literally said it's like herpes, like
It
it's
was a
given through
whole
sexual
thing.
contact and whatnot.
And then it started being like it was connected to like partners, and they were saying only specific
Yeah.
partners could get it. And that's when it was like people was like, your man might be not
Okay.
really your man. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
back
No,
to the
I'm
pick
following.
me.
All right. I apologize.
Back
You knew what you were talking about.
to pick me number two. Stop dragging other women down. She's dope. You're
Amen.
dope. That's okay. She's pretty, you're pretty, that's okay.
Right.
Imagine walking into these rooms completely changing the way that you look at yourself and stop trying to overcompensate yourself. Don't try to upgrade or try to no, upgrade your standards, not don't try to upgrade your personality. So upgrade your standards and I'd rather be too much for the wrong one than just enough for somebody who can't handle me.
put it on a t-shirt.
And allow yourself to really just these are things that when these things are happening, reflect, am I doing this? It's like I, you don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting there rapping, freestyling. Now you sitting there taking shots with the rest of the crew. If that's not you, it's not you. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be surprised. Y'all may not have seen it, but on TikTok, it'll be girls, beautiful girls. They'll go to these streams and they get ripped apart from being pick me's.
Yeah.
From just
No, I've been
not
seeing
reading
that.
the energy, like touching all on, and he like, girl, move around. You only got one time for me to say a joke. You go, huh? He won't see me again next to him. I promise you that. I promise
Now
you
we
that.
we notorious for that though. As sisters, we be like, well, we'd be like, oh, cool.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we be
I was
cool our
taught
people.
speak to everybody in the room, and from that speaking, you can get everybody's like energy and stuff like that because you don't know who's sitting in these chairs. You don't know who's next. You gotta, but you can't get far not being a girl's girl, not being a people person. You can't not people pleaser, a people person, knowing how to read people, knowing how to read rooms, knowing like this person might be irritated, and have nothing to do with you. You ever talk to somebody at a restaurant, she irritated, you just go, "How your day going?" Like it's long, like you almost done or it's close. I just got here. You like, oh, okay. And then now your Chipotle bowl ain't that messed up. You know what I'm saying? Versus when they mad, she shook that thing before she put your chicken on. And you only get one scoop. And being low maintenance, I got a few more things. I got two more things for y'all. Being low maintenance won't protect you from heartbreak. You can cook, clean, be chill, never complain, and still get hurt. You can be the bossiest you could be getting your money and still get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You could be somebody who like, I don't even ask for gifts. I don't even want him to take me on dates. I'll eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich on the picnic, you know what I'm saying, in his mama backyard with the rats. You know what I'm saying? With his child Toby. Okay,
You
it
had
better
me at
be
the
rats.
beginning,
But I'm
lost
just
me
saying,
halfway through.
set boundaries, speak
Lost me
up,
halfway through.
set boundaries, speak up, take up space because real ones won't run.
okay, with the
And
quotes.
lastly, choose you before you expect anyone else to. Don't beg to be picked. Understand that you're learning how to pick yourself better.
Okay.
How did you just have these ready? Like, did you just have these in a note? Like, did you just like?
Stuck.
Cause she had a list of them. Like, I appreciate that. That was good advice, though. That was
Yeah.
perfect. That was a
Put
good
it on a
ending
t-shirt.
segment. Shout
Put
out
it
to
on a
you.
t-shirt.
Your
Amen.
shirt is cute too. Also, by the way, I
You
like it.
know what? We look like we in two different climates. I look like I'm in summer
Yeah,
somewhere, and y'all in the winter.
Yeah, you look like you finna go like outside. It's probably
she's about to run a
like yeah,
marathon.
like you should be at the summer I
With
turn
the
pretty
headband on.
house.
Yeah.
Like y'all finna go like make do a car wash or something later on today. Something real inspirational
Mm,
for a
mm-hmm.
fundraiser.
All right, we
I think I'm
good.
going to church.
Yeah, let's give it church.
And Dana, you smooth 97.5.
I'm screaming.
Okay. Well, I just want to ask one more question, and we can let y'all be how y'all be. But do y'all
I'm sorry, it's getting hot in my location.
have y'all ever changed yourself to be more desirable for not just for a man, but also for like friends or for a job, even?
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, I think the opportunity is always there, and I think it would take a strong person to not fall to it at some point, and so I think we've all fallen to it. I think what makes you different or makes you a strong person, or what distances you from being a pick me is if you're able to recollect yourself, notice it, and recollect yourself. But I think absolutely we all have, without realizing it, and then with realizing it.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, I would say for me, yes, I've shifted my tone, hair, the content, my music to be
Mm.
cool, fit in, or to make everybody kind of comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That was just like a can I come out with like my City Girls type of song? And I'm like Mocha Princess, it was just like a I've done things to kind of to shift and please.
Minimize
Yeah,
yourself.
to minimize and just code switching. Like I used to be like a name that was literally called me like that I was called was Kelly. Like for years. Like Kelly, like there goes Kelly, there's old Kelly. And it was like
Or what was
Kelly
it,
was
Kimberly? Also,
hmm?
was it ever Kimberly?
Kelly was the main one, but it was something like it was whoever Kelly was who everybody liked. Kelly was nice, she was kind, she was respectful, da da. Airi, if she doesn't want to do it, she don't want to do it. It can come off as mean because Kelly would do it. You know what I'm saying? And so like, oh, where's Kelly? Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So it became a thing. There was like a well, they like Kelly, but the problem became that I lost myself. The problem became that I started getting confused on who Kelly was. Like, no, that was like a no, I'm airy and I'm nice when the situation presents itself. But there's some things that require a certain level of assertiveness that I can't lack on, especially when it comes down to music, especially when it comes down to these spaces. If the engineer who's doing your song is not doing it right, the energy is off, and you like, no, I just stick through versus saying, like, is there somebody else? Or like, I don't have to be here. Like, I'll just leave. When I was in Ohio recently, I walked into a Wendy's and there's nobody in the Wendy's. There's nobody in the line either. I walk into the Wendy's and I'm like, excuse me. And they just having a conversation with each other. And I'm like, and so I'm going to my phone like, oh, maybe I need Google Translate or something. And I'm like, who's at Wendy's and don't know how to? No, I said, the basic 1, 2, 3, 4. And all I needed was a chicken and some fries. And I said, and they're just sitting you would think like they're moving. They're just sitting there talking to each other in the back. And I said, hello, excuse me. He's like, wait 5 minutes. And I said, I'm not waiting on 5 minutes. I said, y'all are rude. Y'all racist. And I just left. But normally I would have stayed. Normally I wouldn't have said nothing. And I wouldn't have what's it called. Because I said, and I was like, I'm not finna spend my money here. I was like, bye. I was like, y'all not losing nothing. And I was already irritated by something else and somebody else. So it just made I was already like going through it. This is the first day I got there. It was a lot happening this day. And I walk over to Chipotle. Because I said, Wendy's, you ain't seeing $1 from me out here in Ohio. I didn't even want them fries anyway. They look like they was. All I'm saying is, you can end up losing yourself, and then now situations happen, and you don't know how to respond. Because I'll be having moments like, well, I'm just Airi. She's a Mocha Princess. She's this, but it's like all of them are me. You know what I'm saying? Or when I'm like, oh, I gave my life to God, and it's like well, you're Minister Airi now, and it's like, no, all of them are me. In the same conversation, I can make you laugh, bring revelation, and cut into you. You know what I'm saying? All with love,
Mike.
all with grace is what I'm saying. Because cutting to somebody, you have made a face like I was like, because I won't cut.
It was the mic.
Oh, sorry. I just feel like it's one of those things.
Yeah.
That'd be the one video that go viral. I'm sitting there. Like when they had clipped me with that dang on scarf on my head. Irritating. Out of all the days I ain't looking good. This the one you want to be.
All right.
Well, ladies.
Amen. Was that all you had, Air?
Yeah.
Amen. Well, in conclusion, don't be a pick me. Change it. Notice it. We gave you tips. Take it. Run with it. All right. Clock it.
And yeah, and if you think somebody is and you kind of passive aggressive still and you working on it, send this video to them. And go, girl, what you think?
No.
Well, we love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Heavy on the subscribe. because over half of y'all not subscribed. Y'all be watching, but you don't be subscribing. Keep it cute, guys. Keep it cute. But make sure you share this with your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your mommy, your brothers and sisters. And stay tuned for our episodes every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time and 12 p.m. Pacific Time. And we will see y'all next week.
All this boo for the birds. Be so for real.